Hello. So tonight I got a very interesting message from old Wing Chun friends. So this friend is asking me to verify that whatever I am sharing is not 峨眉十二桩, but based on the art of my Qigong Ma Li Tang, who is a Xing Yi and a Qigong expert and Chinese doctor, traditional Chinese medicine doctor. And he said that one of Wing Chuner who have studied with me before tell that to the public that what I share is based on Ma Li Tang and it's not Mei, so forth, so forth. Well, so tonight I like to share with you what's going on, okay? Get to the bottom of it. If you remember, 2 days ago I just released a YouTube to rip out the lineages and the Sifu title and so forth and the relationship, all this thing go. I am proceed into the directions of the Western University education type. Okay. One of the core reasons for that is I'm tired of those lineages, titles, and all these labels which mean nothing, and people just like to speculate on nonsense. Okay, so I like to transfer whatever from the ancient China to the West as it is. And I do not like to stick into those lineage, titles, or name on everything. Why? Because a lot of those stuff is just empty stuff. So tonight I want to prove to you, okay? I want to show you by evidence why all these BS people who doesn't know a thing, okay, playing expert, making whole bunch of stories is just ridiculous. Now, let me tell you this. Disregard of you talking about 峨眉, Xingyi, Taiji, or anything from China. It's all based on this. Okay? Disregard of what it is. This is the common denominator, the basic of it. One must know the flow of the meridians and so forth. If one have no idea what it is, it's better to shut up, okay? Because how can one talk about all those stuff, 峨眉, Taiji, or Xingyi, or internal, or Qigong without knowing about this meridians and its handling? The second thing is this. This is Yellow Emperor Classic, Neijing. It doesn't matter who, for past thousands of years, it has to follow this, the Huangdi Neijing, and this. Okay? So if one want to talk about internal art or the ancient art of Chinese, one need to know this. Without knowing this and tell me about the 峨眉, the Ma Li Tang, all this thing, there's no point to it. Okay? Because this is the core. Now, so you know it, okay? If anybody tell you about this lineage, that lineage, this internal art and whatever, and they have no clue on the Yellow Emperor Classic, and no clue of how the meridian flow and handling and so forth, walk away, okay? Because you know there's exactly BS, okay, they are talking about. Okay? Remember, this is a university type of stuff. You cannot claim you have a PhD in electrical engineering while you doesn't even know Ohm's law, okay? That's how serious it is. Now, Ma Li Tang is my Qigong, my sifu, okay, my teachers. Ma Li Tang is an expert, a well-known expert in Chinese medicines, qigong, martial arts, practical, pragmatic, fighting martial arts, and the personal medical doctor of Chinese Communist Party's generals. So Ma Li Tang is a really pragmatic person, and he's also a college graduate. Okay? So a lot of what he's doing has the track records and by evidence. Okay? Because he have to, as a doctor, he have to cure people from disease and so forth, treatments and so forth. Okay? So this is a good data point. Okay? One just simply cannot take say somebody's villagers say in Canton and say, oh, that guy is the king of Kung Fu or king of Qigong. That's bullshit. Okay? The reality is that you look in the Chinese track record in medicine and so forth in the history, and you look at, is such person exist? Does such persons really help people, curing people, or so forth? Okay, so that's Ma Li Tang. The second person, which is very important in my life or my research, is Zhou Qianchuan, who wrote this book. And actually, by the way, this Neijing book is also from Zhou Qianchuan. This book was kept so that it was not destroyed in the cultural revolutions. Okay, so who is Zhou Qianchuan? Zhou Qianchuan is the gatekeeper of Emei Shizhuang. In the early 1900s, he used Western scientific way of explain things and categorize things, systematic way. He is actually a Western trained chemist. Okay. So Grandmaster Ma Li Tang, Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan influenced me in this direction. It's from them I know it is not the name of the lineage or the style or whatever. One need to get down to the bottom of the line. Okay, and one need to be able to do equivalent with the Western science. Otherwise, it is just talk, empty bullshit talk. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about Qi, as what we talk about, that is the Yellow Emperor Classic, and then the flow of the meridians. Okay. And also, here I want to show you, this is a collection of many famous or expert in Qigong, including Grandmaster Zhou Qianchuan. Okay, so there's tons of it. So what I'm up to is I'm taking the common denominator based on multiple data point. I am not going to say, oh yeah, this guy, because he's some grandmaster, he claimed he's some grandmaster, and then I have to take his word. No. Remember, I'm a Western trained engineer. I don't buy those bullshit on talking about, oh yeah, because I'm a grandmaster, thus I know it all. Even with Ma Li Tang, this book, this is a control systems. Okay? This book is by Grandmaster Ma Li Tang and his student Shangji. And Shangji is actually a mechanical engineering professor in university. Okay. So when we talk about Jing, the Qi, the Jing, the force flow, the Qing, we are dealing with this kind of thing. Like Dr. Zhou Qinchuan, who is Western trained, Grandmaster Ma Li Tang or Dr. Ma Li Tang, educated, the college educate his student, mechanical engineering type of professor, or physics, those kind of professor. Is this type of thing we want? Based on this type of stuff. Not based on just, oh yeah, because my grandfather is so forth, so forth, so forth, and then I become so forth, so forth, okay? No. I just don't buy that. And also, this is about Taiji Jing, which I study from my another teacher from Taiwan, Grandmaster Lin Guanchen. So what I'm showing you here is thing which is based on physics, okay, and based on the Yellow Emperor Classic. That is the core of my teaching, or the core of what I'm sharing on Wing Chun, the iYikKam Wing Chun. Because in order to realize or implement iYikKam Wing Chun pre-1850, one need this type of stuff. There's no woo-woo there, okay? So it is not no accident that people can study the 6-13-3 within 3 weeks and come to a conclusions or realizations of what is the effects. And that is no accident that people study the 6-13-3 in 3 days to get the full training and be able to handle a lot of things, which is maybe people try to develop for their kids and cannot get it. Why? Because it's all based on this. These are giants. Okay? And is it just Ma Li Tang? No. It is the common denominator. Any name dropping, any style dropping, any lineage dropping, I never believe it. I'm an engineer. I want to see multiple data points. I want to see the explanations in physics and the implementations or realizations. I want to see how it relates to the Yellow Emperor internal classic. I want to see how it flows with this. If anybody cannot show me that, politely I walk away, giving face. But if anybody push too far, then I'm going to tear the whole thing apart, like in engineering design review. Okay? There's no room for those kind of stuff, because those will mislead people in the West. Okay? And also, when you come to momentum, like the last core element momentum, I base on this type of books, ancient classic book, which can link to the Qi Guang books, and say this Wan Lai Sen, the very famous martial artist who is a real fighter. Not somebody who say, oh yeah, I'm the king of Kung Fu, I'm the king of Wing Chun, okay? I'm the descendant of it. I don't buy those things. Because all these things can be traced in the Chinese martial art history, Qigong history, and according to the Yellow and Pearl Classics and Physics. There's no room for whatever beyond that, which is just rely on name dropping and so forth. So there's my bottom line, and I can tell you the facts of people who trained with me. Okay, if you remember the 6-13-3, the third key of the three system key is variations. So the first key is it has to be according to law of physics, biomechanics, and Chinese medicine, Neijing. The second is you have to style. Okay, an Ermei style is different from white crane style, will work well different from Tai Chi style. The third key is variations. Okay, everything has a range of variations. Let's talk about Ermei Zhuang. If you go to China today, there are so many different branches there of Ermei Zhuang. They are grouped in Shanghai, and they are grouped in other places. They do different stuff. Okay, and some Ermei even become a cult-like, where they believe in the the spiritual, the feng shui, and all those kind of stuff. So I think everybody is free to do whatever they do, but one just simply cannot follow those stuff. One need to see what's the common denominator. Okay, not just because anybody say, well, I'm such and such student, I have to believe everything. One has to examine what one really learned. And a fact I want to tell this: the particular people who make the announcement on I'm using the Ma Li Tang and so forth, the fact is, after he trained months with Ermei stuff, mimic the posture, he cannot handle his body, and thus I have to tell him that stop that training and you better do the iYikKam Transform Zero, which is from Ma Li Tang side, to open up the body. Okay. As I put in the 6-13-3, there are three states in the physical element: open, loosely linked, and lightweight. This particular person did not open his spine, and upper back is screwed up. Disregard of how he want to mimic his Ermei Zhuang, he didn't get it. If the spine and the upper back doesn't get it, that means his Du Meridian Qi and the three yang Qi from head to the leg is not flowing. Okay, so I said, well, why don't you just doing this? Why I do that? As an engineer, who cares it is using the inductor or capacitor to do the job? The job is to get it done, to get that qi flow out. Because if the qi doesn't flow, the body doesn't open up, the qi doesn't flow, the force flow will never go with it. Okay? So do I care if it is a Ma Li Tang or it is a Ermei Zhuang or is this what I have? Though I don't even care. I don't give a damn for those kind of stuff. Just you get it works. It's like a doctor. Do you need to care for that? It has to do specifically this way or that way, or you want to really cure the person and just make him healthy? Okay. And as the three system key, the third one is saying that there are variations. You can use different stuff because the end goal is to open it up. Okay. Now, Ermei Zhuang have 9 levels of accomplishment. iYikKam Xiu Lim Tao have 4. The first 4 doesn't go high after the 4. If, okay, or let's not use if. When one cannot open up the spine, which is the 5th stanza of iYikKam Xiu Lim Tao, that means the shoulder blade, the upper back is not open, the Du Meridian will not flow. Period. So my question is that what to talk about when one's body couldn't even open? You want to talk about Mei? You want to talk about Ma Li Tang's Xing Yi? And by the way, Ma Li Tang is very close to the Yiquan founder, Wang Xiangzai, because they are from the same group from the Xing Yiquan. You want to talk about this one? Forget about it. We are not even graduating from our kindergarten yet. So, what I'm telling you tonight is this. Don't be naive. Attain or complete the state, then talk. Before that, as my other Sifu told me, shut up if you don't know what you're talking about. Because it's doing more damage than good to other people. Okay? And as you know, I kick people out right and left. Because the key is we are trying to get the Asians or the Chinese ancient art or technology to the West. We are not here to give ourselves a title grandmaster or expert. As 2 days ago, I said in the YouTube, forget about that. I just want to be a high school student. And seriously, what I'm talking about here is only a high school level of internal Chinese art or the ancient Chinese art. They are deep stuff which one don't know. Okay? So I want to leave this to you today. This has to be really serious, like a university. If you have a PhD in the architecture building bridges, you better know what the heck is there inside there. Because if you don't, and you simply talk, people die there because the bridge of the building can collapse. Okay? So this is my sharing with you today. Don't take this lightly. It has to be multiple data points and based on law of physics, biomechanics, the yellow ample internal classics, and be able to realize it. Because if it is real deal, within 16 hours, it can give you result. Okay? And again, a lot of people, I kick them out. Why? Because they don't listen to the instruction, and what they want is this big relationship and this title. They don't train. And again, what I say, if the body is not open, forget about the breathing, forget about the mind, forget about the chi flow, forget about the force flow, forget about the momentum. Forget about it. And just forget about talking bullshit. Okay? This is that serious. We, in this era, new era in the West, we have no room for bullshit because we don't have time. The thing will totally vanish in next 20 years if we do not bring it up right now, okay, and have a proper transfer. That is how serious it is. Just a few weeks ago, I told some Six Healing Sound practitioner in Asia, I say, what you guys doing are bullshit. It never works because you don't know what it is. And of course they don't like me. But you know why? Let me tell you the secret. Because they do not know the pivot point of applying force when they do the Six Healing Sounds. You check all the book, they don't have it. They don't write it down. And like, you play a flute, if you don't have the pivot point correctly, the whole thing is just very unstable and it cannot be handled properly. Okay? Same with Wing Chun. Same with every internal art or Qigong, everything. So my message for everybody is forget about all this style and the posture or anything. we don't even pass the kindergarten yet. So get the kindergarten stuff handled before that. It's better not to talk.